Most people explain themselves far too much. They justify their decisions. They clarify their intentions. They defend their boundaries. And they believe doing so makes them reasonable, honest, and strong. But psychologically, excessive explanation does something very different. It quietly gives other people control over how you see yourself. In this video, you'll understand why the need to explain yourself is often a sign of insecurity, how silence restores self-respect, and why the strongest people rarely feel the urge to be understood. But first, you need to see why explaining feels necessary, and why it's slowly draining you. Why you feel the need to explain yourself. Most people don't explain themselves because they're weak. They explain themselves because they want harmony. They want to avoid conflict. They want to be seen as reasonable. Psychologically, this comes from one place: fear of being misjudged. The mind believes that if others understand your intentions, everything will be okay. But this belief creates dependence. Your peace becomes tied to other people's interpretations. Your confidence becomes conditional. Your identity becomes negotiable. Stoic philosophy warns against this subtle trap. The moment your self-worth depends on external approval, you've already surrendered control. Explaining yourself feels like self-protection, but it's often self-exposure. And exposure always invites influence. Explanation is an emotional transaction. Every explanation is an emotional transaction. You offer clarity in exchange for acceptance. You offer vulnerability in exchange for understanding. But here's the problem. There is no guarantee of return. People may still misunderstand you. They may judge you anyway. They may use your explanation against you. Psychologically, the need to explain reveals an internal imbalance. It signals that you are more invested in being understood than in being grounded. Detached individuals understand this difference. They don't rush to correct perceptions. They don't argue with assumptions. They let their actions speak over time. And this patience creates authority. Because authority doesn't beg for understanding. It assumes it's optional. Why silence? Feels uncomfortable at first. Silence feels uncomfortable because it removes feedback. No reassurance, no confirmation, no immediate validation. The ego dislikes this. It wants resolution. It wants acknowledgement. It wants closure. But psychologically, silence forces something powerful to happen. It shifts responsibility. Instead of managing how others feel about you, you return attention inward. You ask, am I aligned with my values? Did I act with integrity? If the answer is yes, explanation becomes unnecessary. Stoicism teaches that inner approval must come before outer understanding. Otherwise, you live in constant negotiation. And negotiation is exhausting. The power shift. When you stop explaining. The moment you stop explaining yourself, a quiet power shift occurs. People may feel confused at first. They may push for clarification. They may test boundaries. But over time, something changes. They adjust. Why? Because you're no longer participating in emotional justification. You're not asking for permission. You're not defending your position. You're simply standing in it. Psychologically, this communicates confidence, even if you feel uncertain inside. Confidence is not loud. It's consistent. And consistency builds credibility faster than explanation ever could. Self-respect grows in silence. Self-respect doesn't grow through convincing others. It grows through restraint. Every time you choose not to over-explain, you reinforce an internal message. I trust my judgment. I don't need external validation to exist. My actions are enough. Over time, this compounds. Your words become fewer, but more deliberate. Your presence becomes calmer. Your boundaries become clearer. People feel this, not because you announced it, but because energy communicates what words cannot. This is why the most grounded individuals rarely feel the need to justify themselves. They already know where they stand. You don't owe everyone an explanation. You don't need to explain yourself to be valid. You don't need to clarify every decision. You don't need to correct every misunderstanding. The moment you stop chasing understanding, you reclaim your center. Silence doesn't make you invisible. It makes you grounded. And grounded people are hard to shake. If this perspective changed how you see self-respect and communication, like the video, subscribe and revisit it later. You'll hear it differently the second time.